Absolutely, and I think Nakia there as well, just making that swing onto Siren is crazy. Taking him out, being the main person to support Juicy here. Now, at least for DSG, money, creds are not in the abundance. They have to play the pistols. I think they're playing a little bit of the default situation, playing close to each other, 2 to 3. Elevate still respecting this though. Not gonna let their guard down in any matter.
We've seen DSG being a little bit of aggressive. They did the shower crunch strat towards on the pistol round. But other than that, the only other areas of aggression they've been taking is towards B long. So if they're not taking aggression B long, they're losing a lot of map control on the double duelist. You have no information. And on the executes, Juicy gets the first with the shorty. Nice train frag from Flaring though, but still not the best weaponry for this retake. And a man disadvantage as well. DSG, they might as well go for it. Give themselves a chance. They get absolutely mowed down. Flaring, double spray down. Siren with the double with the classic will make things a little bit close. But it's rounds they need. It doesn't really matter if they're doing damage. They need to put rounds on the board. It's 8-2. They come in with a buy yet again. Juicy again picking up that operator. And he's going to hit towards this B site. But I feel like Elevate have read this. They know that this is coming and they know how to counter it.
I feel like DSG, they're a bit disheartened right now. You know, usually in terms when you are going for the save round, you don't have the best of creds, you want to play together, you want to make that risk and pushes. So Elevator, they started out with respect here because they were expecting that. Okay, the read was good for them at least. They're going to try something different earlier, but with that, they don't get the 1v1 picks that they could possibly pick up the guns and change the tide towards their favor. Elevate now. Oh, unfortunately for Flaring, did not quite get the right mechanic on that jump peak there. Juicy does manage to find the bullet to him.
I don't think Flaring saw him on the first jump peak, so his second one's a little bit too wide. And yeah, Brim just a little bit too thick. Oh, but Jay finds Wayne being a bit over-aggressive, looking for a bit of information. And they catch on to Grumble from from heaven as well. And just like that, another man advantage situation might go in the way of Elevate. Juicy with the dimensional drip coming out with the op in hand. Nice shot onto Nakia. But there's still two more players here. A flash setup prepared as well. Contact from Tajay. The flash comes through. Oh, and he gets tagged by the trip as well. They know where it's coming in. Double ops for this retake. Incredibly difficult. Redco and Riza playing this crossfire situation. Here's Juicy running forward. That's just the clone. We'll just break it. He's coming in from the showers. Oh, sorry, the U-Haul position gets taken down. Riza just swings into him. Vera with a nice frag right there, but it's too little too far. God, Redco waits for the swing. And it's 9 rounds to Elevate. Again, they rip apart the advantage that DSG had. DSG found Flaring. That is your Brimstone. They didn't have Brim smokes for the execute. They found that kill onto Wayne. And then they just connected on a brilliant shot onto Grubble in heaven.
Yeah, and this happened early in Icebox 5, where we see DSG do manage to get a majority of the first bloods, but the Elevate,
the late rounds, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They recuperate, they swap out the strategies here. They know they still have one more controller to work with, and they utilize all of the abilities towards the best of their ability here. And then we move in, they're different as well, and the tactics, they are so well done. Ooh, Pajay though does get tagged out a little bit. Oh, Vera so deep in.
Yeah, it's great aggression that DSG are trying out this time, right? It's not towards B long. This time it's towards A short. But again, Elevate, very much aware of this. They've seen them push down this area now, and they're just going to keep tabs on it. Juicy yet again playing towards this B long position. Reinforcements on Styron going to be heading towards this A side. Interesting peek coming in. Nakia, the outlaw, knows that there's probably one more player here. Grumble will not survive. He somehow managed to take down Redco with barely like a shot. But still, it's a man advantage situation. Still 50 seconds on the clock, allowing them to make decisions. And Styron, now he's taking a little bit of liberties. Now he's playing close up towards the smoke. As the wall goes up, Styron denied of information. They could creep towards this U-Haul spot. He is none the wiser. Again, Wayne peeks out and falls victim. Styron's next on the chopping block. And Nakia just announces his position with absolute devastation. 3 kills in the round. Juicy last man standing. Nakia rips him apart. 4 kills for the duelist. And it's 10 double digits in the first half. 10-2 could not be more of a damning scoreline. And Elevate just looking clean. I mean, look, this guy is looking a little bit confused. Styron just rubbing his eyes. What a display from Elevate.
Yeah, Elevate here, keeping the communication going, as you can see here. But wow, the way that we're looking at Elevate right now, and this is textbook, right? You know someone is there. You're gonna clear out your corners. If you're not gonna be able to do it, or you realize that there might be a fight that you can't take out, use your abilities. Molly, flush out, and that's why we see so many kills from abilities coming out from Elevate here. And with that said, 10. That's an 8-point lead in the upper bracket. This is definitely a statement that they're going to be making here. And now on the defense, they have Riza. They have the possibilities of just blocking down a site. But as for DSG, they want to make waves here.
All 5 players are pushing B short and A short. They're gonna flank them before they even get to the site. Pushing down on long. Oh, Pajay, nice first kill right there. But Styron, the classic, picks up 2 frags just like that. And that should be cues for them to accelerate into the A side. There's still one more player here. Nakia gonna be catching on to Wayne. Couple of shots for good measure. Here comes the flip of the script. Both teams have essentially swapped sides. They're going to be planting towards the CT position.
Oh.
Styron towards U-Haul. Juicy teleports in to assist as well. Bit of chip damage on the paint shells, but from Showers, Vera, crucial kill right here. He finds it, and Riza on the reload as well. Juicy will capitalize. Flaring now in the clutch. In a 1v3, he has all 3 smokes available, but he's got to hit the shot. And he's not going to be given the opportunity to. Vera, beautiful hit shot right there to close things out. And that gives DSG a little bit of breathing room. 3rd round the board and the first pistol in the series.
Yeah, they knew they had to make something happen there. And now with that, they pushed up, they were synergized together, they overran it, and then they played together. So that's the DSG that we know and love, but great shots as well. We have to commend them for doing that, getting the first pistol round. And hopefully they can convert this into a second, considering they are so low, so much in the back foot in the scoreline right now. They have at least a 7-point to catch up with Elevate.
What do they have in store this time, Elevate? Jump peek. They have 4 players here towards this A side, and Spike is leading here, so
time to jump.
Hope that DSG get the read correct, because let's not give away an eco round, right?
Yep.
They're down 3-10. That would be pretty devastating.
Juicy managed to crawl up a little bit here. Trailblazer going to be expanded up in the mid side into Hookah. I don't think he actually spots out Riza though. Oh, but Vera gets tagged. Oh, for DSG at the very least, taking this risky fights. They're not even using abilities to try to give themselves some more space on the map here, or just change the fight towards their favor. Instead, they're actually walking. They're walking up there here slowly here, but nice clone utility. That's gonna take out the trap wire. And smoke might deter DSG. Time is a-ticking. They have the guts, but they're not making anything work right now.
Yeah, they want to pivot back towards this A side. You got 2 players towards A, the paint shell as well, just to force Elevate to stay within this A side. Spike gonna lean back over, but they have to be careful. They need to check their corners. Not a lot of time left on the clock, and it's just Pajay here in this very committed corner. One good clear, and a good shot to secure the deal. Just like that, round should be over. Plant should be given over towards DSG as Elevate just scramble all the way from the B side. They find Riza pushing out from Hookah as well. The last 3 players with just classics. And Shorty, of course. Nakia has the Sheriff, to be fair, so onus most likely going to be on him. Let's see if we can find anything.
Nakia is up in heaven, actually. Managed to find any sight of Juicy. He could get a clean shot. Oh, but Juicy with the wide swing here manages to walk out with his life. Grumble does find Rekko. He realizes one more is that. He gets another just for free. Nakia, last man standing. He's made his way onto the edge of sight here, but Grumble is going to push onto the issues, factor onto his space. Unable to do much. Time is a-ticking. He knows he has to sacrifice himself. Oh, that's a 3K for Grumble.
Solid second round right there for DSG. They avoid the stack. They read it correctly. They find a beautiful first kill onto Grumble in a very committed spot. And, you know, rest formality. They get control of the site, hit long range angles.
Yep.
So Elevate. Now, let's see. This time they're coming in with a buy of their own. And DSG, because their previous round was so clean, they can just rock with whatever they had brought in the previous round. Spectre to Guardians to Bulldogs.
Shadows traveling.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a bit of a change of pace here. We do see DSG actually giving a bit more respect. They are sprawled out, trying to get in the early information. See if they can get anybody just pushing out a little bit too aggressive here. But for Elevate, they're giving the same respect back. All of them are tucked away, up into sight. No one's actually pushing out or taking any fights they cannot afford.
Yeah, interesting that Wayne's the one to be the first contact towards his B-long position, just solo pushing up by himself. I think all of DSG just taking a lot of individual onus to gain control over certain parts of the map. Wayne gonna make his presence known here. Juicy solo pushing up towards Showers. I think he does get scanned by that 0 point. Flash comes in just to re-clear that space. Nice proactiveness from Elevate, but still, DSG is converging and just gonna be committing towards this A side. The satchels come through.
Oh.
Let's get spotted out by the trip, but not access yet. The flash, beautifully done, Bavera. The pre-fire, fully blind, will just catch onto Ritko. And now the spike should be given the respect. Should be able to go down. I say that as Patje just spams the spike plant position beautifully. Pivots around, finds the shot onto Wayne. And they might need to call it quits. There's only 2 players left. They don't even have the spike planted. A teleport play might be in order, but Nakia's already on the B site. 12 seconds, 10 seconds, they have to commit. They have no more time. Tap on the spike, hoping for an aggressive push, but Patje just spams down the last 2 players as the anchor of this site. And they use their wall against them. That was an attacker's Viper wall. But it gave Patje the angle to spray them without being shot back.
Yeah, this is the battle of the Viper, and PUBG just came out as the Viper on top here, using the enemy Grumble's wall there towards his advantage. Of course, early snakebite that really stalled out the push coming from Vera. He could not push down into U-Haul. Yes, sure, he got the pre-fire, but that bought enough time for the rest of Elevate to flush back in. And then, of course, getting the kills on his own, taking that highlight. But wow, that goes to show how much a controller really is valuable towards a team. And Elevate, they utilize that, they know that. And now they're only 1 point away from match point. Ritko is taking aggression.
Oh.
He doesn't even need the support. He could have gotten both of them. And Spike is dropped down. Information given out. DSG, they're on the seas. They're going to try to get into the adrenaline mode here. They get 2 off of Elevate. This is now an even fight.
Okay. Yeah, and the dimensional drift will allow Juicy to pick up the spike, spot out where the players are, spots out Ritko. No one else though. There's a flank coming in. Oh, just around the corner, but Riza catches onto Wayne. But they should have information of all 3 players. Saw Ritko right there. Saw the 2 players on the flank as well. Repositioning just to get the spike down. They have to be aggressive. Grumble tries. An attempt has been made, but not good enough. They saw where the plant is from Juicy as well, and Patje just holds down the angle. And despite DSG kind of adapting on the fly, getting that spike, Elevate was so proactive. Riza, as the Sentinel player, pushed out. You can see the minimap, the X is essentially in their spawn, near their spawn, and market position. Riza creeping up there, knowing that the attention has been drawn towards Hookah, catches the rotate, puts his team in an advantageous post-plan situation. And that's 12. This has been a very dominant game coming in for Elevate. Super solid on every single gun round of theirs. And again, DSG scratching their heads, similar to Icebox. What is the call?
Yeah, I think Elevate's in a really good position right now. The creds for DSG, not looking towards the best. And this is Elevate's map pick too. I mean, this is something that they are very comfortable with. And of course, they still have the Abyss. They are looking at the top of the tournament right now, but they still have 1 more to close it up.
They don't even need to show.
Yeah, they don't even need to show it.
Right? They have that potentially in the grand finals right now. If they win this round, triple push from Elevate down on B long. Vera gets spotted out. The commitment's gonna be towards this A site. A couple of kill trip setups. But they're none the wiser. They have no Sentinel utility on the side of DSG. They have no idea that this triple flank is gonna be coming through. They will be a little bit aware, but how aware? Wayne watching the flag flaring on bat, just marking that angle.
Yeah, at this point, it is defender's move.
Through.
Smoke does come through here. They're trying to converge onto Wayne, but Wayne is going to find the rat right behind him. But he gets taken down with that. No more smokes. But with that Patje, the last man alive, he has to make something happen. Up in Showers. He's unable to find it. Juicy keeps the dream going. But what around here?
Wow. Huge round coming in from the players within the side. Wayne gets taken down the flank. And they had no information on showers as well. If the players of Elevate played a little bit slower, Patjay could have potentially gotten to a better spot, found a kill potentially on Juicy, but with the rest of his team going down, Patjay was isolated out, and a nice shot from Juicy to close things. But still, 12-5, you gotta win round by round. And I want to mention this attacking wall from DSG. Really interesting, and it puts pressure on the Showers player, right? It forces them to either play really committed or to play further back because there isn't assistance from the back of site. So let's see if that comes into any situation later on. Red Cook dies to the nade just like that. Not even to the showstopper. Grumble from Long as well. Gonna be taking down Nakia at the back of the site. And just like that, it's a save call immediately. Elevate fully opting to save, not even giving it a look.
Yeah, but man, let's break it down a little bit. That was like such a quick take, right? We saw two being taken down. We saw Vera also expanding out the showstopper, couldn't even be utilized in that moment. But that was just a really quick change of pace. I'm not too sure if you actually caught on exactly what happened in the very beginning here.
Yeah, I think just initial contact towards Long, and then immediate showstopper being popped by Vera. The paint shell actually landed directly on top of Ritko, and I think Ritko was hoping that Vera would come into his line of sight before the paint shell exploded, so Ritko could potentially, find a frag before he went down, or as he went down. But unfortunately for him, doesn't get that kill. Leaves Naka at a really rough spot as the only defender at the back of the B side. And it's a bit of a pace change, right? Nice round from DSG right there to be really fast on that execute, catch Elevate off guard, and forces Elevate to be a little bit more respectful of their fast takes. So that is a great conditioning tool at the very minimum.
Yeah, but if there's going to be a round to really stop DSG and their fast pushes, it's going to be now, Nakia with the showstopper. Viper Spit available for Patjay as well. These could really be things that can lock down a whole entire entry point, or at least the whole of mid, because Patjay could definitely do that to just get more map control here. DSG, I think they realize it. Gonna make another quick push up into B long, something very similar to what they've done. Oh, doesn't quite catch the target though. And that's gonna be information that DSG, they are up in B.
There.
Yeah, nice jump peek again from Flaring. This time, doesn't get caught out. 2 out of a white peek against Juicy's op. Oh, sorry, it's Vera's op this time. Interesting. Attacking side op from Vera just to potentially catch a defender off guard. And again, this interesting Viper's wall, right? It just puts pressure on the Showers player, forces them to be committed. But so far, we haven't really seen too much of it being used. In the meantime, commitment towards this B side. A little bit of pressure towards B long gets them the orb as well. And now they have information. They can play, they can rotate around the map.
There.
Trying to eliminate as much abilities they can here. All these trap wires, they are ingenious here, and it completely locks down the site, and it gives out the stall. If DSG is going to make that fast push, so they're understanding, they're adapting to it, and this could be it, where it's going to be pushed down. There's going to be the ultimate 5 Sky here, invested in. Flying matches to find one as he gets taken down. They're just slowly making their way in past the Tuna Camp, but inside of it is Riza. He's going to try to stall as much as possible and Elevate. They are in the entry points, but they're unable to find the kill target off of the smokes, and Grumble manages to make quick work of Redco.
Yeah, I mean, another great execute coming in from DSG. This time, a little bit more decisive in what they wanted to do. 3 rounds in a row now. Elevate's money looking a little bit dicey, and yeah, a well-placed timeout from Elevate just to gather themselves, ensure that things do not get too out of hand. 3 rounds in a row, and they give DSG a bit of momentum. They get their confidence back. It's a very scary prospect.
Yeah, at this point, I think they do have the creds here if they want to go for the full buy, but if they keep this going, it's not going to look too good for them. At the very least, silver lining is that they make it a very close match between the both of them. At the very least, it's 2 members or 3 members, 1 for this guys, I believe. I think 3 is the most we've seen out of the whole entire skirmish that we saw DSG and Elevate in the past 3 rounds, walking away with their lives here. But well done as well, DSG in the last round. Utilized their smokes here. Elevate tried to push them out, but DSG already took sight. So we're seeing a bit adaptation coming DSG. I'm loving it here. We are seeing the three scores that came in handy. Grumble now has the ultimate. If they manage to do another quick push, I am fully a believer that post-plant should be very easy for them.
Yeah, it's great to see that Nakia is also performing really, really well. 20 and 15. Pat J, super solid as well. 19 and 8. DSG, all the players slowly getting their groove. This time they have the From the Shadows as well as the Viper Spit. But so does Elevate. Pat J uses his swords, this Showers position. Interesting option. Juicy just got to disrespect it actually, and just got to pick up his Dimensional Drift. Teleport straight back to his team. And they're gonna explore this B side. Flaring is gonna be in a really committed spot, so gotta be careful. Might need to opt to get out of there. Yes, he does. The utility comes through, they gain access of this position, and they could just pounce towards B side, but Elevate, it's got majority of their players here already.
It's a good read. Does stall out DSG for a moment here. But we saw this happen before, right? They couldn't make their way into B side, and then they make the rotate into A. And we're also seeing the adjustment coming from Riza. You look at how much abilities have been invested up in short here. A short. So it's either the commit or the rotate.
Scout destroyed.
And with 40 seconds left on the clock, it looks to be the commit. Smoke is blocking up entry points. They have to do with 3 members of Elevate. Up on site. They managed to do with Nakia though. Very nice push out. Siren finds one more. Rekko with the reinforcement, but he gets taken down quickly by Juicy. They have sight now. On the flank though, Riza couldn't quite make a do out of it.
Yeah, and despite Elevate having a couple ultimates, you had the Null Command, you had the Orbital Strike, you saw Rekko running away as the execute was happening. So perhaps not expecting the commitment off the back of the map control, but DSG, I love what they're doing so far. They've gotten control over Showers a little bit, took the orb, teleported back towards this B side, cleared out Long and Hookah, and then just executed straight, right? Not too much fancy stuff, just nice protocols come into play. Elevate. Not quite ready for the execute. Again, these different paces, this change in pace. It's caught Elevate off guard perhaps like 2 or 3 times already. So, really nicely done coming in from DSG. They keep 4 players standing as well. The economy is in great standing. On the other hand, Elevate. Now they've reached the bottom of the barrel. Now things are getting a little bit scary. 8 rounds of DSG, 4 rounds of difference. Next round's going to be a low buy for them as well.
Low buy. They have ultimates, but I mean, do you want to really invest it when you don't have the best of armory here? Disguise is looking really good though, and the switch up here, the swap of spaces, and then the synergy that's coming in right now. I can't exactly point at Alcoden, but at least for you, do you have a clear-cut answer as to why DSG is now making it work towards your favor?
There.
It's a little bit of pace change and a little bit of understanding of how Elevate have their setup, right? They understand which players are on which side now. And they're slowly but surely clearing out these corners. They're being very proactive and pushing Elevate further back. They're not letting Elevate gain control over space for free. Time and time again, they've ensured that they've taken space away and then they've committed. This time, looks like it's a pretty heavy commitment towards the Showers position. No initial contact whatsoever. The up, getting free roam to spot out players towards this A side. No one gives him any information just yet. Watching towards his heaven. Oh, a beautiful knife comes in from Rekko just to spot out. I think it tags at least 3 players. And so that will force the rotate over. You see, Nakia on the minimap, he's pushed down Hookah. So now he can isolate the rotations. He can tell his team, hey, Elevate, stay in this A setup. Nobody's rotated towards B yet at all. And that is the problem. That's what DSG has been doing consistently the past few rounds. This round, they don't do it. And hopefully the eco run does not come back to bite them. Over the strike. At the ready. Wayne with a big kill onto Riza. That's your kill trips down.
30 seconds left.
And the commitment towards the A side. The paranoia comes through. And Elevate. Oh, Pache! The one with the rifle finds a lineup. Over the strike, invested, flushes them onto the site. They need to get the spike down. Rekko coming in from U-Haul, but it's not gonna find a kill. Siren trades are back in the smoke. 12 seconds left. Vera tries to assist, but Siren's got it in the bag. It almost was a catastrophe, but DSG scraped it away at the very end.
One of those situations that you realize that you're in a better spot. You try to invest your abilities through it. So Elevate, they were all in. Unfortunate, it's just in the last moment, getting a bit of a number deficit there. Even with the armory that they had, they tried their best, but just got shut down by Disguise. DSG, I think they really need to take that as a really big warning. Even when Elevate don't have the gunfire, they still have the spirit to try to fight back. They have two ultimates. Grumble with that Viper's Pit could be very useful here, could be the game changer. And Vera with the operator once again. Gonna scout out into B site. And they're gonna keep Juicy on the other end, once again using the fall one strategy. And that's what they needed the last round. Made it a bit detrimental. This time around, they don't make the same mistake.
Again, simple stuff, right? Push back the defenders, take map control away from them. Then you can commit. Now they're, DSG, you can see Juicy solo pushing showers by himself. They've gotten control over Hookah. Now they're gonna peek out long. But Nakia reading this to perfection. Raise hit to hit, pops in hand. Nakia comes out on top. Angle favors him, but Wayne spots out a little hit of flaring. Will take him down in the smoke. So he answers back with a nice frag right there. Orb going to be picked up by Styra, and that gives him the Seekers. So he can just find out how many players are towards this site. 2 is going to be the answer. But the recommitment's still going to be coming in. DSG swarm the site in the smoke. There's a player within the site. They find Ritko, and they shut down the potential of a flood retake. The last 3 players of Elevate has to come in slowly. Riza. Euro Theft available, but the Viper's Pit gonna be invested. Riza gonna be spamming down Grumble. I think it's through the wall. I don't know how, but Juicy answers back as well. The trade frags insane from both of these teams. Wayne picks up the penultimate and is just left onto Put J behind the elbow smoke. As it fades, he spots out 3 players. 2 face him. And he goes down 10 to 12, double digits now found by DSG, mounting an incredible attempt of a comeback. Still 2 rounds the difference. It's been 6 in a row so far. They need 2 more. First should be easy. It's gonna be just an eco.
Yep. I mean, I'm in all for words right now. At the very least, that should be Elevate's round to win there. They got the first initial pick, and then suddenly now it's like a disguise situation, right? We got the first kill here, and they couldn't quite make the benefit of it. DSG with the total run through, with the great stall, even taking down Ritko when he was the one with the null command. No shutdown abilities, and now they're trying to make that happen again. Taking down Riza. That's gonna give a big opening here. Oh, and Showers. Watch it, Put J. It's gonna be taken down as well. Oh, Nakia?
That's a spike. This is a spike.
Spike down, attacker spawn.
Nakia's found the spike. He's just solo pushed out of Hookah while all the action was happening towards Showers. He took the liberties. He saw a little bit of a gap in the defense, or at least in the attack, I guess. Now he's in their spawn. Juicy's gonna pop the dimensional drift just to find out where Nakia has gotten off to, but they've both missed each other. At least, at the very least, he's picked up the spike. He can just commit back towards his team, but he's expecting Nakia on the flag, and he's correct. Nice find from Juicy. Brilliant game sense coming in from him to identify the potential lurk. Oh, for aggression. Flaring comes up, reveals himself, but now they know that Flaring towards his A side, so there's a maximum of 1 other player towards B. Grumble has gotten so deep in towards Elbow as well. He's just gonna call for the rotate back, so again, crisis averted for DSG. They managed to navigate in the mid rounds, and they should be able to find themselves with yet another round win.
Yep. Elevate at least, Vico and Flaring, they are spread out. Vico a little bit closer than the rest, and Vera's actually watching in the right position here. It's gonna find 1 more. Plan's gonna come in no time, and Flaring, last man standing, has 4 abilities, but only a Sheriff. And he gets taken down quickly as DSG now brings it into 11 and 12. Ooh, how many rounds was that in a row? That's like
7, I think.
7? Yeah, 7 rounds. That's 7 rounds in a row. And this is just after the initial 2 pistol rounds and the 2 rounds pushback. And then just taking everything back. I'm lost here. Elevate at the very least. They are on the last foot. They could possibly try to close off this match point. They have the ultimate here, Showstopper. Riza with the newer theft, and Ritko here with the very important null command. By 3 operators, 4 operators on the side of DSG.
Yeah, it's the last round. Hold for a push. Every single, lane on this map, all 4 lanes being watched by an operator. You got Vera at B long, you got Wayne on B short, you got Grumble towards A short, and you got Juicy towards Showers. Every single potential push watched for. And you can do that at the start of the round. Pick up a rifle as you want to go for the commit. for the time being, Elevate just got to be holding on to Hookah. That is their only advanced position right now. It's got to be spotted out as well by that Trailblazer. There's info, but Nakia has his own op towards this long position. Vera, is he going to peek into it? Jump peek. Pushes him off the angle.
And Elevate does not know about the quadruple ops here. Well, actually, they swapped out here. Just went for the full buy, right? So now 2 ops in the hands of Grumble and Vera. Juicy's gonna be the one making the aggression here. Clone goes in, takes away some of the abilities, but Vera with a showstopper doesn't quite connect onto them. But Siren and Vera does manage to take the fight back at the very last moment. Spike is planted onto A side. This is Elevate's final push here. Vera's gonna find Rico. And now Flary and Nakia on the backer side. Not a single member of DSG has gone down. And that is it. 4 members still alive for DSG. He's done it. They've done it. They brought it into overtime.
I didn't even mention the possibility because I did not think it was possible. But it's been 8 rounds in a row unanswered by Elevate. DSG, they bite down hard. They don't want to give away their grand final spot just yet.
Yeah.
And they push it all the way to overtime. Elevate, I mean, now confidence must have been shot, right? DSG coming with 8 rounds in a row. The attacking side was played beautifully. They push back defenders. They go for a bit of presence showed on the side, one side of the map. They take teleporter. They got Vera, his ultimate in the last round. And now, in this overtime, double ops picked up on this defensive side. 1 op is a rarity. Double is a read. Let's see if it comes into fruition. It's been a success when they were on this defensive side. Juicy yet again, time and time again, down this B-long position with the op in his hand. Visa on the other side of things, the second cage pop. How long does Juicy want to stay here for?
Yeah, as for Elevate now, they've already pushed up onto Hookah. They actually jumped out. We see Nakia on this side here. Hasn't quite find any, but the fight is down up and long. Juicy manages to find Riza. Pate finds Wayne as well on the other end. But you take a look at B side. We already have Elevate members onto the ground. Flaming's going to go for the plant. Siren totally blocked out, trying to go for the wallbang, doesn't quite connect. Oh, but that connects instead though.
Siren sees all, and now they've lost track of where Juicy could have been. He's the Yoru. They thought, you know, maybe he's teleported out. Now he's wrapping around towards his hookah position. But Elevate, they need to be aggressive. They're down. Man deficit. They're being flanked as well. Vera the nade, but Rico with the trade frag at the very least. But Juicy coming in for the flank. Rico spotting him out. But Juicy coming alive. It's flaring in the clutch in a 1v3. Grumble. White Strings takes him out. And DSG, for the first time in this map, after 9 rounds in a row, they find themselves on their match point.
10 rounds. All the way. They really need to close this down at this point before Elevate gets to find a way to take it back from them. But of course, over time, it is equal grounds, and Elevate, they are catching wind of the dangers that they're not playing at the top that they did when they started out this Bind map. Losing out so many rounds like that is not going to be easy in your mental, right? It's going to be such a pain at this point. They are definitely on the edge of the seas trying their best to figure out what has went wrong and really try to...
I mean, you look at the kill distribution on the side of DSG. Everyone has 17 kills. Juicy, the only one with 19.
Yeah.
Everybody has been putting in effort to bring themselves to this point. That is the determination that we know DSG is capable of. Like sometimes the pressure gets to the better of them, but all of these players, like Styron, keeping his team in check. Everyone putting up numbers. Elevate now. I mean, how do you want to counter this? You've been struggling on this defensive side, but now you've got to put up numbers. Now you've got to win this crucial round.
Yeah, absolutely. And at least for Elevate, they're not ones to go in with the investment of double, triple operators, you know, the way that DSG usually plays.
No.
So they have to make something happen, right? You know, either a push out, which we've seen before, you know, like a wraparound flank situation. But DSG, I think they've already caught wind of this. It shut down Elevate and time after again. Because the rounds that they managed to caught up was the rounds that DSG was on attacking mode. This is their better side.
Exactly. This was the side that DSG was able to go on a 8-round win streak. 10 rounds to 2 on this half in regulation. And Elevate will need to find an answer right here and right now. No more chances for error, no margins. They are now on the back foot. A change in the setup. The Viper and the Cypher here towards this B site. The good place is going to be spotting out a player. Break up the boom bot, and Riza are going to reclaim this space.
Oh, oh!
Very passive. Oh, Riza! Oh, they just walk in. He gets a spray down, but Juicy finds a big kill towards Showers. Flag answers back and takes down Juicy as well. So the trade frags benefit Elevate in this situation. Flag on such low HP, but Grumble has snuck into the site. Rico, is he aware of this? Yes, he is, but Grumble fires a shot. Rico doesn't even press the trigger, and he's expecting a push from U-Haul. Changes around, but Flaring finds that kill onto Wayne. And what they needed, that one round they needed in regulation, potentially might be coming out clutch here in overtime. Grumble in a 1v3. Stuck towards triple. They wait for the swing, and Riza picks up 3. They test him towards Hookah. He finds the 2, and he comes in for the last as well. Elevate. The one round they needed. The one round they needed in regulation, they find it in overtime, and we go yet again, El.
And this is usually the pattern, right? You know, they're usually going to win out the attacking side, and then you go into overtime, it's totally swapped out. The pedal has been shifted into a different gear now, and at least for DSG Elevate, who are back to square one. 13-13. What a scoreline. Double operator once again being picked up by Juicy and Vera nonetheless. And I think Elevate right now, they're realizing that this is a very, very normal occurrence.
Oh, and again, they're going to go for the double ops. DSG is sticking to what has worked. But does Elevate adapt in time? I'm pretty sure they are aware of the potential. Juicy has done this every single time he has an operator, especially in the double op setup. He's pushed down long. But this time, Elevate completely give up the space. They let Juicy have it. And they are just huddled up towards this A site.
I'm not too sure if this is the right idea, though, because with that, so much information is already pushed up. He's all the way up in Fountain, and no one is in sight. Riza keeps his life as a valuable asset here, which is a good thing. But now they're all pushed up into its A site.
Exactly. 4 players on DSG waiting for this execute to come through. Vera still on this line. What util do they have? Nothing. Siren finds the first, and that activates Riza. All kills in the kill feed. Just benefit DSG. Not a single player has gone down, and it's just Ritko, the IGL, left alone. They have no answer for this double op setup. Every single time they have it in play, the ops find at least one. And it's a flawless one to put them back up to match point.
There wasn't even a timeout, right? There's not really a moment that DSG, just came just went, okay, guys, we have to come back. There was not exactly a moment, and the only timeout we see is...
Speak of the devil.
Is this. Okay, yeah, speak of the devil. We're seeing timeouts used most of the time to strategize about what is the tactic to close off the game, but never what are the timeouts used to get your head back in the game, right? And I think that's something that's actually really amazing coming in from DSG as a team. But, wow. That was such a overrun round. Is that if there was ever a round that made a statement, that was the statement to be made, right? You give up one space because you don't want to take that risk, and suddenly everything is colliding on you because you don't have that one player up and long just to get information.
Juicy is so insistent on staying towards B long, and with good reason, right? If he is there without any pressure, he can call for the rotate to stack towards A. And we saw how that panned out. Every single kill in the favor of DSG, no gaps whatsoever. And that's the benefit you have when you have 4 defenders watching 2 choke points. Elevate now, I mean, DSG is taking a timeout. What do they have in store? Wayne with the judge.
That's interesting. Yeah. Could be a situation that he wants to play within his smokes, something of close combat. But the biggest shocker is actually the fact that there is no operator on DSG.
Yeah, I mean, this is attacking side, and it's a little bit more difficult to work with, but they just want the rifles in tow. Juicy, yet again, he's got to disrespect this pressure, or at least, this area of the map. He's time and time again, he's gone over to Showers, he's gotten that orb for free. And even if there is players, he can just teleport away, right? So, not the most riskiest thing in the world. He's gotten away with it time and time again, and again, he's got to find that orb. They got to converge onto this A side. Pajay under pressure this time. Spotted out by the boom bot.
Oh!
but he can't go for the wallbang spam though. Paranoia comes through. Grumble is still here. They break the trip and they want to go in, but the judge is not good for the job. Pache holding things down. A flash comes through. Red goes into the action. They want to fight right here, right now. Riza finding the kills, but Vera with double. And he's now in a clutch situation. 1v2. Vlang has picked up the spot in U-Haul. Showstopper invested. Vlang runs out wide and Nakia from the heavens above. Give them another round. Another overtime. Oh, I saw Vera winning that in that situation if he managed to flick on. But
Golden had a vision, guys.
huge round coming in.
Golden had a
Flashed before
vision.
my eyes, but not the case. Not the case. Not yet. Not yet. 14 of 14, we go again.
He was anticipating to right? Like he saw it coming, he swapped it out, he went for the swing. He had the right idea, didn't quite exactly pull the trigger or collected the gun at the right time there. But oh man, the dream is still alive. You know, we'll take it, right? Scrappy, but we'll take it. Elevate now, bringing it back to a reset. Operator in the hand of only one person, I think. Yeah, they're going to go for Juicy with the operator. And I don't think...
How are these two teams? These two teams are winning up the rounds that they've lost on the regulation. Flash comes through. They hold for the peak. Flaring best Juicy. Rifle over operator for the first time. It feels like Juicy has been finally shut down on his aggression towards B-Long. And what else than just pure gunfire?
Yeah, but with that, nobody's hanging around the side of A side. So if any DSG members are actually going to push out, they're going to catch wind of this, giving a good call here. But instead, Elevate might be... I think they're just going to go for a split up here, just try to push up in hookah, right?
Yeah, DSG are wanting to be a little bit aggressive. They want information. They flash out for the race to peak. That's info at least. Now they know there's two players here towards this B-Long position. Styron managed to get back off the side just in time. But the barrage utility is great.
Wait,
the flash
what?
is perfect. But what? Nade downtown. He gets the fourth. And now it's just one player standing. Ritko up against the world. Vera has somehow come alive. With a single paint shell, he finds 3 kills. Not even there to see it. And Ritko jumps out of the smoke, and that's the 5th. Vera with the ace. It puts DSG back on match point.
He might be blind, but he is not deaf. He knows that there were members from the Elevate walking up into sight. We need to look at that. He could not see. He just preempted the ability based on sound cues. With that, got his ace.
Oh my lord.
Got the showstopper out, and then take the last one with a simple gunfight. Vera now, that brought him to 26 kills.
Oh my. The preemptive nade, right? Knowing that they're gonna jump out in the exact spot. My god, and he still lives to tell the tale. 15 of 14. Backs against the wall. They lost that opening duel. Juicy went down, but Vera picks up the pieces. Elevate yet again. What is the answer? Juicy has bypassed the camera. So I don't think they know that Showers is compromised. And yeah, now they do. Now the execute comes in. Riza this time towards his U-Haul spot. Paranoia comes through. And Pudgy just holding down the angle. He's been bombarded. Out of position. In their faces. Riza only good for one way. In the smoke. Comes alive. And Vera might be the second to last. But Ritko picks up that kill right there. But he goes down. It's Nakia up against 3. First one's good. There's a boatload of utility as well. Every single thing you could ask for. In a 1v2, Siren and Wayne, they play the crossfire. They spot him out. Smoke onto the side. Satchel above. Just the spot misses it. It's a big one right there. Scampers over. Tap with the spike. Siren peeking out. And he gets the final kill. Siren closes things out. That's 2 rounds in a row. That's 16 of 14. The exact same scoreline that we saw on Bind the last time these two teams played. But this time, it goes in DSG's favor. What a comeback. What a brilliant series of events. And an insane round from Vera to give them that match point advantage, give them that chance. And an insane map, an incredible map coming from DSG. We see the resilience, we see the gunplay, we see the team synergy. And they've given themselves another chance in this series.
Kodan doesn't have enough words to just explain the degree of this situation. He's out of words, but we saw like a 10-round comeback all the way, bringing it to overtime. And this is something that only DSG can achieve up in the top 4 here. But well done. And now we're bringing ourselves into the best news ever. We're in abyss, Kodan.
The first time in MYSG, in Malaysia Singapore Challenges, we see Abyss, and it's the third bet between arguably the two best teams this split in this region.
Yeah.
What